So this is Love Garden at the End of the World. It's my book. I took the picture on the front. That's a picture actually from my garden and rocks that I've painted. I'm a rock painter. So the first poem I'd like to read tonight is called Everything is Magic. Sorry about that. Everything is magic. No one is out, only me. Late summer, long shadows, morning dusk. No one cares, only me. My bike is the best bike. Everything is the same color as me, twilight limned in gold, rose and olive ochre. Sure, there's something new around the corner. Sure, the message is for me, sure of joy. The wind is a little cool, whirling behind me in tiny hurricanes, turbulence in my wake. That was just a little foreshadowing for the rest of my life. Um, I had a real nice moment there. It was just a moment, though. This is called The Secret Everyone Knows. Once I drowned. Once I died for a minute in the arms of the octopus at the bottom of the lake. This memory, this moment, seared. I'm wearing blue and white gingham with white eyelet fringe. My bangs are crooked. My cousins laugh. Ma, cut your bangs, huh? It's a family reunion. Once the world came into focus. Once my body was a different place. Somewhere inside me, that lake is still alive, with the octopus reaching for me from the bottom of the lake. It was real and not real, but real. All of it, I know. I recognize everything like a dream of a place I've never been before. Lungs full of water, I sink down into death's sunless depths. I know nothing of fear. My body never learned it. Spun to perfection, I'm a diamond held tight in the endless grip of my new old friend. Though they pull me to the surface, flush water from my lungs, and pray for me under the hard sky, I will never be the same child. I have a secret no one knows, the same one everyone knows, though everyone tells me to hush. It's over now, they say. Hush. Thank you. A lot of these early poems explore adolescence and that phase where we change into other beings called puberty. And this is called Myth of the Perfect Girl. I reached perfection at age 12, but no one noticed. Perfection happens everywhere, all the time, not knowing itself. Perfect like dirt, like a squid. Perfection under wraps, enspelled, swapped with changelings, forced to live a goblin life, hidden under veils, sometimes buried, too precious, thrown in a pond to keep. Treasure only worth its legend, perfect glimmer in the dark. Once I was every saint, had a map for every step. I bought the magic, bookworm amateur, armed with a pen and a timid knock. Perfect. I watched others transform, fall into ruin when they ate the magic beans. I watched for the color change, texture shift, the red marks and wild glances, the smirking and escaping, the finding a million ways to break their shells. When I was perfect, adulthood was the land of broken dreams. A witness, I swore to never get fat, never have kids, never marry. Perfect, I signed my name on every page through my school days book. Perfect, I saw no reason I would change. Perfect black and white shapes, cast perfect shadows, make perfect sense. I tell myself, I'll never make that face, never eat the whole cake. Won't wear that, will not, but then make the face, eat the cake. Wear the dress, those shoes, get in the car, go for the ride, fall, perfect falling, petals descend just so. Thank you. I don't know if you know the story of Icarus. He was the son of Daedalus, who was an ancient architect who actually built the labyrinth for the Minotaur in Crete. But I think the king was trying to kill them, and so Daedalus and his son Icarus escaped with these flying contraptions that Daedalus made. He was a great architect. And the wings were made of wax and feathers, and he told his son Icarus, "Don't fly too close to the sun." And so, they take off, and what does Icarus do? Of course, he falls. He goes too close to the sun, and the wax melts. And there's a painting by Bruegel that I forget what it's called, but you can see, there's just in the distance, there's a splash in the sea, and that's poor Icarus. So this poem is called Icarus as a Girl. As my mother's daughter, I had choices. Doors opened where luck would have it. A least resistance path, each step revealing the step ahead. Fate was a crazy game we played with the gods. Trust just an idea, but I knew I was meant for more, meant for bigger things. I was born to give it all away. I had choices, but never tried to escape. It never came up in conversation. Baby fat, summer freckles, beach blonde, sleeping cheekbones, clavicles folded like angel wings. My memory is fishy and warped. But if I know this girl, she'd wear her wings high over her head, like they want to fly and she can't keep them down. Girl like this wants to see how high she can go. Girl falls for the sake of falling. Thank you. Now, I've been wanting to read this poem in public ever since I wrote it. Just to give you, I shouldn't say this. It's a small warning. Like 3 11-line stanzas, each line begins with the word mother. And there are a few other mothers thrown in there, so it's called Mother. My mom thought this was about her, and I said, no, it's not about you, Mom. I was like, I'm a mother too, so it could be about mothers. Mother is silent, mother weeps, mother sighs. Mother does the difficult thing. All the grandmothers know sacrifice is required. Silence, mother's all darkness. Mother knits and kneads. Mother rises early. Something inside her must mother at all times. The holding, clapping, shouting, mothers in the rain, cups of wine, fresh bread only mothers can make. Mother falls away and comes back. Mother hides to make her own stories. Her cave walls mother every darkness passed on to me. Inherit the mother, become the mother, swallow the darkness. Mother, you know what I must do, how I must fall. Mother, you watch, sister who made me, carried me, mothered me from afar and up close, the way every mother must release an entire skein of life to the wind. Mother of all invisible fingers ruffling treetops, mother of storms faster and faster flowing away. Mother who watches and steps aside and watches. Mother who knows I must learn my own truths. Mother who knew about monsters and said nothing. Mother, maker of the silver ladder we climb to heavenly. Mother of God, we contain mountains, multitudes. Mother of pearl, glancing invisible colors seen by crowds mother never dreamed of. Hubbubs and nuisances. The grandmothers rule, they outnumber us, tell us what to do. Motherly swords the world has never seen. I can hear the mothers sing, scream, tell stories, antidotes, motherly love, the kind you don't know about until you mother another, release another version of yourself to mother more, perhaps. Instinct takes over, no control. Mother says, Strike fast, play the chances, take hearts. Mother obeys. She only speaks from experience. Her own mother's whisper, anything to survive, anything for more. Thank you. That was fun. The Ascension of Joy. Stellar wind, what does it mean to be a woman? Some things don't change. When I'm joyful, I'm precious. Sometimes, occasionally, every now and then, joy finds the same child. Joy drops in once on a street outside a bookstore, once on my bike, once while swinging, once 6 months pregnant with a stowaway in a car with a man who never touched me or said a forward thing but was kind and drove us down a late summer lane of dappled shades, olive and ochre, subdued violets with a hint of fall. For no reason then, all the life inside me leapt up. Thank you. New Girl in Paradise. Another clavicles are kind of a theme in this. They come up a couple times, so. New Girl in Paradise. Collarbones, clavicles. Once sung like a favorite word. Once swan wings. My clavicles were Nike flips. Whirlwinds on bike rides. Cool mornings before shadows gave up the street. When I rode my bike in the sun, that banana seat sparkled like a million purple diamonds between my legs. Supergirl with daredevil clavicles, whole new universes born in the hollows of my collarbones, teardrop slips of wind spinning windows into new dimensions. The day opens for this girl. I wear her like a flag, a pennant for a battle where darkness owns every outcome. Here is an animal who will take a ride. I've forgotten her name in fairy tales where they break the girl to pieces and she scatters like a murder of crows. Monsters steal her knives and clubs, only to knife and club her with them. She gives away all her treasures, her glow-in-the-dark brontosaurus, her bronze medal for winning, her damn heart, which returns sometimes like a skipping stone, sometimes on fire, often in a green cloak. Each time her clavicles sink deeper, hunch under their grip of flesh, the lost clavicles of girldom. Now I remake my body in search of collarbones. I miss those lost dimensions. Thank you. Let's see. I think I've got about 10 minutes left. How to See the Invisible World. This is in 4 parts. 1, I wrote this when we were traveling to visit Scott's dad. So it's funny I just read Scott's book because it just came out yesterday. I sat down and read it. And I kept seeing so many counterpoints and places where we're sort of writing about the same thing. It's fun to see. So, 1, giant silver industrial chimney shimmers the sky like a jet engine beside the highway, where the back of a red pickup truck spins a vortex of dead leaves into a confetti whirlwind within its wake. While in the middle distance, 8 hot air balloons climb the air like bubbles through water, racing each other to the surface. 2, a plume of white steam climbs the sky, a giant exclamation mark declaring something that drifts into a flock of seagulls and mare's tails, amidst tiers of clouds that depict a dragon, a fish, and then scatter into waves that reveal the topography of the sky, those mountains and valleys, those castles and impossible cities, only seen when something is dancing in it, the way snow reveals the shape of the wind, and clouds reveal the sea above me. Birds climb the air like swimmers doing the butterfly, whose arms swirl around and around through the thick air. We call it flying. 3. Today we're driving 3 hours north to visit ruins, abandoned and mystery, full of ghosts and haunted stones. Someone placed there and left thousands of years ago, like skipping moments, skittering across time that is always flowing all around and through us. Invisible eddies curlicue into fractals that iterate endlessly in this pool of space-time where we swim, what we call now. Together, we move through the world. 4. We fit together like a dragon and a fish in the sky, as far away as death seems to be, not the next thing or the thing after that, but so close and so far away I have to throw myself into the wind to see it, my hair gone wild and white, my body a parody, a less than graceful silhouette, beautiful nonetheless, hands clasped with another lost cloud in a world so fluid nothing is lost. We drift together toward our demise, but in the meantime we dance in the wind, gather stones and pebbles, build mountains and monuments. We swim upstream and down. We do our very best for a moment to hover in place, to be still, to be silent. We find a rich place to drop our roots, where the soil is teeming with life, to feed our bodies while our hearts thrive on the invisible. Like love, it's everything. Thank you. Let's see. This is called What's Important. Since the only thing we can be sure of is the abyss, write your poems in stone and whisper them to someone. Make them promise not to tell, it's a secret. Because the asteroid will one day plunge us all into darkness, shout your poems from rooftops, sing them, howl them so they echo long into the endless night. Because the oceans will one day sizzle away, make poems full of rain and storms that spatter and drench. Record the pleasure of immersion in water, the warm body hug. So that we may carry on through dark days, store poems like apples and potatoes in the cellar, like seeds and bulbs in a big jar of honey. Since you never know what tomorrow will bring, take a moment to memorize the light, so one day you can tell a story about light. When the sun's gone plasma and our planet is on fire, call it death, call it what you will, it's important to focus on the small things. When everything changes irrevocably, have a fallback moment so well memorized you could spend your afterlife there. Make it a good one, like a daydream you wander into one afternoon, blinded by a golden slant of sun and the buzz of the bees in the flax and sunflowers. So you have to shake yourself awake and you wonder how much time has passed and from where you've just returned. Thank you. I've got one more little poem here to read before I come into my last poems. Moments for my father. I've never seen a person vacate a body before, though I should not have been surprised. After the years and months, weeks, days, hours, moments of watching him slip away, bit by bit to the other side, with his big brown eyes getting so big in his skinny face, big and sad, trying to say all the words he never said in his life, like he'd been working on this tumor, this tangle of words they cut out his whole life. All the times he should have said, I love you. All the times he should have said, I love you too. All the times he shored up, he stowed away moments like crystals embedded in his mind, moments he swore he would never forget. Now it's up to me to bear witness. When he died for a minute mid-surgery, an angel told him he had to come back to Earth. I think he came back for me. In that extra 2.5 years, we got ice cream and China buffet, and I watched him slip away just as I was getting to know him. But in that time, he forgot he didn't like to hold hands. How often did I hear, love you too, kiddo? And when I took him to see his brother, he spoke easily, said it plain as day. It's your brother, your brother. I love you, man. I love you. With the two of them just holding each other and crying like the sweetest little children. I've got 2 more poems to read. This is for Scott. It's called True Love. Clove, lilac, vanilla, musk. The odor unfolds around me. I think it's him, something he put on, like that beard oil I made for him. I smile, remember him, with a look on his face like love is beaming out of him so bright it's all he can do to hang on. In the same moment, he stops mid-step and turns to show me a lily blooming in the window. That's how you know it's love. When we smell a flower, our first thought is each other. Okay. Let's see. This one is called Love Life. All along the hand in the dark, the blurred edge, the flannel chest, sun-warmed cotton, the neck and shoulders, the hand on the wheel, the open path stare, the why not, the what about now, the one through it all, the crosswords and puzzles, our refusal to destroy our messy castle and happy bed, our chores and porridge, knit slippers, painted quilts, hungry fireplace, oak leaf shadows above. Do you remember? On the tent ceiling, pitched behind the dune, the muted roar of the surf against the wind, caught in the leaves overhead, sticks underfoot, under bed, the crunching give of sand, real and touching us, napping, quiet. All along, chipmunks bark, sparrows wait, redstart demands, and we watch, listen, you and me, holding hands, understood. Thank you so very much. This is the last poem I'll be reading tonight, and it's the title poem from my book. It's called Love Garden at the End of the World. The love garden at the end of the world is shored up against a narrow paved alley that connects a block's worth of backyards and where we plant our anniversary garden every year. Sunflowers spiral gathering of single blossoms tangled together in a square dance we call our life together. Here on this hill at the top of the world, where on earth could be better than this? The love garden at the end of the world is fenced in, but the fence is flimsy and broken. The gate, unloved and hanging by a black iron hinge. We bungee cord the gate shut, though it's wide enough to fit a cat through, or a possum, or groundhog, or a wild turkey, as has recently been witnessed. Cultivation of the love garden at the end of the world is easy. We don't have weeds because we love dandelions. Every year, a rogue band of yellow finches eats all our echinacea, and the blue jays squirrel away the black sunflower seeds. Every year, the rabbits gnaw the umbrella of lacy kale down to a nub. How far down determined by the depth of snow that year, and why we leave the garden untouched till spring. The love garden at the end of the world gives life to old valentines, pink plastic hearts on sticks, once in bouquets of roses, now in a bigger bouquet, proclaiming love, love, love all the livelong day. For a moment, summer rises from my memory like every past and future summer, blended together in an ocean of greenery, lush life that will not be denied, flowering, flowering, reaching vines for more flowering until we're covered, eaten, swallowed. It's easy to assume there will always be another summer, but the love garden at the end of the world assumes nothing and therefore celebrates each tiny substantial thing.